The High Zaptitude event is right around the corner in Pokemon GO. After going through the details, this event is very underrated. We have a brand new Pokemon GO debut, we have a shiny debut, we've got some incredible bonuses that we can take advantage of simultaneously. This is the High Zaptitude event. Let's go with us. As usual, let's get time and dates out of the way. Guys, the High Zaptitude event will be taking place next Tuesday, the 13th of January at 10 a.m. running all the way until Sunday, 18th of January at 8 p.m. local time, which brings about our new Pokemon GO debut, Wattrel. Wattrel is a flying and electric type Pokemon originally coming from the Paldea region, specifically on the coasts in Generation 9. Wattrel can evolve into Kilowattrel using 50 candy, which is also an electric and flying type. But how good will Kilowattrel be in Pokemon GO? The best place to start is to have a look at its base stats. It has a max CP of 2762, an attack value of 221, a defense of 132, which is below average, a stamina of 172, so overall I can tell you already this is probably not going to be our best rate attacking option, but possibly in PvP it could have some play. It only has 2 weaknesses, which is actually very impressive, which is going to be Ice and Rock. Its fast attacks are going to be Thunder Shock and Air Slash, and its charge moves it only has 3, which is going to be Aerial Ace, Thunderbolt, and Acrobatics. In a little bit we'll have a look at the PvP and rate attacking rankings. But let's move on to those bonuses now. It looks like there's only going to be one at the start, which is going to be an increased chance to hatch shiny tadbulb, which is making its Pokemon GO debut during this event. However, it doesn't end there, because there is going to be a global challenge which is going to progress through 3 levels, and at each level that we reach there's going to be another bonus unlocked. So at level 1 it's going to be 2 times catch XP for catching Pokemon. At level 2 it's going to be 2 times the Stardust for catching Pokemon, including the fact that Wattrel will then be able to be found in the wild as well as in field research, which I love that they've done this and not just locked it behind raids. And at level 3 it doesn't end there, it's going to be 2 times XP for hatching Pokemon as well as 2 times the Stardust for hatching Pokemon. This in one event is incredibly underrated, and we're going to show you how to take advantage of this in a little while. Let's move on to those wild spawns now. Spawning in the wild, we can see Chinchou, Helioptile, Tadbulb, as well as the potential of Wattrel. As soon as we reach the level 2 of the bonus rewards, we can also encounter Shinx as a rare spawn. Because this event is also surrounding hatching Pokemon, hatching from 2-kilometer eggs specifically, these are pretty sick hatches. It's going to be Pichu, Elekid, Toxel, as well as Tadbulb. Then moving on to field research, we don't know the tasks, but we actually do have the list of field research Pokemon with their 100% IVs that will be available. First off is going to be Wattrel, our debut Pokemon. That 100% CP is going to be 354. We have Chinchou in there, that's going to be a 479 for the guaranteed hundo. Helioptile is in there at 399, a pretty easy one to remember. Tadbulb is in there too with that shiny boost at 390, which is awesome. And we also have Shinx in there at a 375 CP for your guaranteed hundo. If trainers want to upgrade their High Zaptitude experience, you can purchase the ticket for a total cost of $2, but they've done something a little bit different here. If we do purchase the ticket, you're actually going to get one more bonus, which is going to tie perfectly to hatching these Pokemon, which is going to be half egg hatch distance if you do have the ticket active. More than that, you will get timed research, and the rewards there are going to be 1 incubator, 1 super incubator, more encounters with Tadbulb, of course coming with a shiny boost, and more. If you are considering purchasing this ticket, please always remember to check the web store, because they always have a special, and for this specific ticket, if you do buy it through the web store, you're going to get an additional 2 max revives as well as 2 max potions, but you can also accumulate your GO points on the web store, so you can get all those premium rewards on the track. Great, Mikey, those are the details out of the way, but how do I maximize this event? But before I even get to our top tips and targets, you must remember what is going to be in 5-star raids. Let's kick off with those mega raids very quickly. Remember that Mega Blaziken will be leaving rotation on the 16th, and then Mega Sceptile will be coming in. It's so important to mention this right now. You need to raid these Pokemon to get the Mega Energy, but more importantly, if you can try and get that 98 or Hundo, try and trade those Pokemon as much as you can to get those Hundos. The reason why is that Blaziken going into Mega Blaziken right now is the 2nd best fire type attacker in the game right now, and it is the 2nd best fighting type attacker in the game right now, just behind Mega Lucario. When that leaves, Mega Sceptile will be coming in, and it is the best grass type attacker in the entire game, and because it takes on a dragon typing, you can even use it as a dragon attacker attacker as well. It doesn't end there too, because if you do not have Incarnate Form Thunderous in your Pokédex, the Therian form is always going to be better because it does have access to that Wild Bolt Storm, but on this Incarnate form, it doesn't, which means as a raid attacker, I believe it's only just breaking into the top 30, so if you don't have any other better electric types, you could go after this Pokemon. The shiny is available at a 1 in 20 shiny odds, so just remember that these are going to be in raids, but really try and focus on those 2 megas. Before we get into our top targets, how do we really maximize this event? And I have a couple of ways. Our first tip is going to be surrounding XP. Remember that unlocks at level 1, which is going to be 2 times catch XP. Please remember to throw on a lucky egg if you're trying to push to level 80, even to get to level 70 to start unlocking those certain challenges to get to level 80. Guys, throw in a lucky egg because every single excellent throw during this event, you're going to be getting about 4,000 XP per excellent throw on a catch. So what you really want to try and do is play this in kind of a concentrated half an hour or hour where you can pop 2 lucky eggs and really drill the excellent throws. Something we've just picked up right now is that on Tuesday, the start of this event is going to be Mareep's Spotlight Hour from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. 6-7. The bonus in this hour is 2 times evolution XP, so you can take advantage of that, of blowing through evolutions, also at about 4,000 XP while the lucky egg is running, but we would strongly suggest going after the throwing here because Mareep is a very easy excellent throw. Just to give you a quick math calculation, if you caught 200 Mareeps in that hour, which is very doable, and you hit excellent throws on all of them, which is also very doable, you're talking in and around 600,000 XP in 1 hour. Guys, do not sleep on that. Very underrated. Tip number 2, and this is going to kind of supplement everything under all of these bonuses, which we will touch on in a little bit as well. Please remember to Mega Evolve an electric type Mega Pokemon, hopefully at level 3. Remember, this event is really surrounding electric type Pokemon, so every single spawn here is probably going to share that electric type. At Mega level 3, you're going to get an additional 2 candy plus a 25% chance to get extra XL candy, and there are certain Pokemon in here that you might want to get that XL candy for. Remember to Mega Evolve your electric type Pokemon during this event. Tip number 3 is going to be about Stardust gains. This event, in my opinion, is probably one of the only events, maybe ever since Christmas to be honest, where we can really bank the Stardust. But how do we do that? Remember, once we unlock tier 2, it's going to be 2 times catch Stardust, which means every single Pokemon you now catch is going to grant you 200 Stardust per catch. If it is weather boosted, it's going to grant you 250 Stardust per catch. I would strongly recommend, once this bonus is unlocked, to throw on a star piece because it's going to times your Stardust gains by 1.5 times. So let's just say you found a wattrel in the wild that wasn't weather boosted. With the bonus active, including the star piece, you're talking 300 Stardust per catch. Guys, that is incredibly underrated. Please remember to do that, but it doesn't end there. Once we unlock bonus number 3, which is going to be 2 times hatch Stardust, hopefully you can see where I'm going with this, guys. Get your 12 kilometer eggs ready right now. I would put it on screen right now. I have them ready to go. I'm so glad that I didn't do this during Piplup Community Day because it was quarter egg hatch distance in that event. But in this event, with the potential of having the ticket as well, with that half egg hatch distance attached to it, guys, hatching 12 kilometer eggs with a star piece running, you would normally get about 70 to 100,000 Stardust in one 12 kilometer batch. With this bonus active, it's going to be double that. So guys, we're talking 150,000 Stardust for hatching 12 eggs in 1 minute. That is astronomical. We very rarely see this 2 times hatch Stardust bonus. It's very important that you take advantage of this. Please collect your 12 kilometer eggs. This event is a Stardust haven. You need to really use this. Tip number 4 has to do with getting to level 80, but not necessarily because of XP, because we've already covered that. Remember that you need 50 platinum medals to get to level 80. So you always want to be keeping track or looking at your progress of what medals are getting close and what medals are not getting close. So for example, in this event, because there's going to be electric types all over the place, you can chip away at your rocker medal, which at platinum level requires you to catch 2,500 electric types. Remember to throw in those incenses, throw in Palkia's spatial rend so you can just reel in as many numbers as possible, because that is going to be your best way. And you could even complete this medal during this event, especially if you grind hard. In our opinion, those are some top tips to really maximize this event. But what are some top targets to go after? First and foremost, let's look at that wattrel going to kill a wattrel. Guys, unfortunately, we don't have the PvP ranking, but the build of this Pokemon is very glassy, so I don't think it's really going to feature that well. However, in the Great League, it could have some spice pick play, but its move pool isn't very wide, so I don't think it's going to do that well. And as a raid attacker right now, it looks like it's not even breaking into the top 50 as an electric type attacker. And because it does share that flying typing as well, with air slash and acrobatics, it actually performs even worse, only just breaking into the top 100. So unfortunately, Unfortunately, for both the flying and electric types, I think there are always just going to be better picks, but if you're just starting out and you're looking for an electric type Pokemon, this could be a decent place to start. Target number 2, and this is arguably the best one at this event, is going to be Tadbulb. Of course, coming with that shiny boost, only coming from egg hatching though. So remember, it's only going to be found on 2-kilometer eggs during this event, and that pool's quite small, so you do have a good chance. But more importantly, Tadbulb going into Bellibolt. Let me just say very quickly that shiny Bellibolt is absolutely incredible. Bellibolt in PvP right now, and actually for the last 2 seasons, has been incredibly strong. It's actually in the Ultra League where this Pokemon performs brilliantly. Guys, it is currently sitting around the 46th spot. With that Sucker Punch, Parabolic Charge, and Zap Cannon, the optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0-15-10, which is also going to hover around the 2-4-9-9 category. But the reason why this Pokemon is so good is that it's very bulky, it's very dynamic, it can offer a lot of shield pressure. Now with Parabolic Charge taking a little bit of a nerf, its pacing isn't as good as it was in previous seasons, but still, trust me, this is a brilliant PvP Pokemon. Our third target is going to be Chinchou going into Lantern. And again, in the Go Battle League, especially in the Great League right now, Lantern for a very long time. Juzzy actually has a very good Lantern that he's used for the past 3 or 4 years in the Great League. It has a current ranking of about 116. That Water Gun, Surf, and Thunderbolt combination. The optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0-13-14. Great thing about this Pokemon, it's very agile, but it's extremely bulky, very underrated. So really try and get that. Target number 5, I'm actually going to combine 2 targets into one because they are both hatching from 2-kilometer eggs, which is pretty neat. The first one is going to be Toxel going into Toxtricity, and the other one is going to be Elekid going eventually into Electabuzz, but finally into Electivire. Guys, Electivire, for example, right now is in your top 20 electric type attackers in the game, and because you are hatching these Pokemon, even on Toxtricity's side, it's currently in the top 40 in the game. So what you could really do, because you are hatching this Pokemon, the base floor hatching from eggs is 10-10-10, so you have a really good opportunity at getting a 96, 98, or Hundo. If you are trying to really fill your electric type teams, these could be some very good budget electric type options for you. Because we're dropping this video before the weekend, we have done an ultimate guide for Kyurem Fusion Raid Day, and you guys are absolutely loving it. We believe we've waxed this video for you, and you will be fully prepared after watching it. We are going to leave it as the end screen, but once that event is done, we are going to upload our news this week in Pokemon Go, showing you everything you really need to know for the next week. Guys, please smash that like and subscribe button. This was the High Zaptitude event with Go With Us.